This fella, my goodness, he was supposed to be dead, but God said no. The year 2007 was a pivotal year for the miracles in the life of this young man. And he's the pastor of a church in Queens, actually Jamaica, New York. And I'm going to bring him out in just a second. But would you please give the biggest TBN welcome from the Wings of Worship Ministry, Joshua Jackeser. Hey, good brother. Here you go.
Somebody needs to give the Lord a shout, amen. Come on. Anybody got an extra praise in this place? Come on. Nice concert video called The Standard, Raising the Standard, from a guy named Carmen. You guys
oh, wow.
Carmen?
Was it the concert one?
Yeah, and you had some guys with flags going around.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We was dancing and stuff, doing all that.
That's the first time they had the headset mic up.
Yeah, that was like the Garth Brooks era.
There you go.
Everybody was doing that. Well, because, you know, you can't hold on the mic and do all your moves, because we had some moves.
That's right.
Back in the day, I had some moves.
Had some moves.
Yeah. I got some now. They're just shorter, quicker. You know? Matter of fact, I got most of them all done before I came out, so... But, so, you like that video, huh?
Love that video.
Really?
Got a hold of one of your tracks, Serve the Lord. And that's my first song I learned.
Really?
I have made my decision. I've drawn the line in the sand. I'll never be the same.
Wow.
And did one of the youth vocal competition, and I won with a song from Carmen, Serve the Lord.
I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. When did this church start?
A year after I was healed of terminal cancer.
Now, that was 2007?
2007, I was diagnosed.
What happened in 2007 that let you know something was different?
I was losing weight, a lot of weight. I had a lump right here on my neck. Didn't feel right. Couldn't get up in the morning. When I woke up in the morning, I'll just be in a lot of pain, and my jaws, my hip, my knee, all my joints. And
I got the same thing.
No, you don't. You've been having that problem.
Except for the losing weight part. Now, if people in my family start losing weight, we know somebody's really sick. Because when these big old Italians start losing weight, somebody's about to go out.
Yeah, there you go.
Right up the wheel. Okay, so you're starting to lose weight.
Yeah, and then it got to a point I was standing by the refrigerator one day, and I lost my balance. Shane navigated my way to the doctor's office instead, and he said, Josh, this does not look good. We need to schedule a PET scan. And
a PET scan?
PET scan. It's like a CAT scan, but they inject you with some dye and something like that.
And what happened?
Well, they found masses all over my body.
Hey.
They weren't sure what it was, and so my doctor scheduled a biopsy. The morning, they ended up taking the entire lymph node out. About 2 hours later, my family was in the room.
So you went into surgery?
Yeah, I went
into surgery. Lymph node.
Yeah, took the whole thing out.
Where's that? Something here, right?
No, it's right in my neck, right here.
Oh, yeah. That lymph node.
Yeah, that lymph node. Carmen, believe me, man, the lights went out. I thought, this is it. I saw the grave, I saw the cemetery, I just, saw black. I didn't know where to turn, what to do. I was just shocked. I didn't know how to express how I felt, but I just started to cry. And I started to question God, why?
Did the doctor give you, like, a time frame, like you got so much time?
No, he never did, and he answered the question this way when I asked him. I asked him this way, I said, Doctor, am I going to die? And he said, this is terminal. And that was enough. Yeah.
So you knew it was soon?
Sooner or later.
Very soon you was going to see the king.
Yes. I didn't want to see him that soon.
Well, I just thought I'd put it in a song so you'd feel comfortable with it.
There you go. 2 weeks later, the doctor said, you got to come in for chemotherapy. I said, chemotherapy? My grandmother died of cancer. I'm not going to go through chemotherapy. Radiation every day for 30 days. I said, no, I'm not going to go through this. It's not going to happen that way.
You know what? Chemotherapy, you lose all your... You know what? This is your story. You tell the story. So what happened?
You ever looked at the the movie Heart of a Champion? You won the fight, huh?
It was scripted. Yeah, it was scripted.
We went through the chemotherapy about a month or so after. Of course, the family said, just try it. It's your last option. Take a shot of this. And so I went. My whole body broke out of these blisters from a drug in there that they said I was allergic to.
In the chemo?
In the chemotherapy. There were 4 drugs, and they said, you're allergic to one of them. So I said, well, that's it. I'm doomed. Chemo can't work. God didn't work. It's over. And I started to just tell God, Lord, you are just a liar. You're not real. I grew up in the church, and I said, God, this is impossible. Not me. Cannot happen. And I challenged God, Carmen. I said, one day I said, Lord, you're like my daddy. If my earthly father had the cure for cancer right now, he would give it to me. And I said, Dad, do you have it? And if you do, can I just have it? Come on, just heal me. Why not? Then I read Mark 11:24. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive it, and you shall have it. I like the Bible with the red writing, because I know Jesus is speaking. I don't want to hear from anybody else. I want to hear from the man himself. And I took this thing seriously. And I started saying to God, Lord, I desire to live. I made a promise to God before. I said, Lord, bless my business so I could do music. I could preach the gospel. I could travel the earth. And he blessed my business. Lots of money. Huge operation. And when the money started coming in, I started to get proud and travel the world, go on vacation, spend everything out. And here I am on my dying bed. I said, God, forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Just give me one more chance. Just one more chance. And then something switched when I looked at verse 25 of Mark 11. If you have aught against any, forgive them, so that your Father which is in heaven will forgive you. And I thought, wow, God, you have conditions set up. You know, so often we think conditions, they're price that we've got to pay. When God has set conditions for promises that he's made, it doesn't mean that you've got to pay anything. Paying something has to do with how much it costs you. His gifts are free. His promises are yea and amen. They're settled in heaven, and you better believe it. They're settled right here on earth. And so it's not, yeah, you could clap.
So